When the sun goes crazy, people lose their mind. Things are getting kinda hazy, but I'm feeling fine. You gotta know I love you, and we'll make it through. That's right, party people. 3 Halo Coronal Mass Ejections in 3 days. And I'd like to point out, again, the sun has been incredibly active this July as it is waking up, and we are now about to be looking at 4 sunspots on the sun. So that is kind of exciting. Things are definitely exciting all around. So we got 2 sunspots now and 2 more about to be born. But hey, this is Asteroid Fight Club. Everybody knows the deal. The second half of 2021 is probably going to be more challenging than the second half of 2022. Wait, I meant to say 2020. Was this a goofy circus where I make mistakes? Shit, I don't think I can afford to make mistakes. And I know I definitely don't want to be making mistakes. Okay, yeah, things are crazy. And solar energy usually affects me. Some people have been saying that thing is a kill shot. I'm like, nah, dude. Nah, it's not a kill shot. I can guarantee that, pretty much. And if it is a kill shot, then the internet will be knocked out and you can't get mad at me about it anyways, because you won't be, you can be mad, you just won't be able to contact me or anyone because the whole power grid will be down. How are you doing today? Doing a little better. Energy's weird. I'm starting to sense that people are starting to freak out because they're realizing that, hey, we're probably going back into rolling lockdowns sometime this fall and winter. I'm like, haven't you been paying attention, man? Traditionally, pandemics last 3 years. You know, if you go to the 1918 Spanish flu, 1666 plague, the Black Death, and 1333, they last 3 years, man. So we are halfway through this shit. And so, like I said, it's your choice to get vaccinated, not get vaccinated. It's also your choice to stay cool during this time period of the next year and a half. We are going through some earth changes for sure. This is the look at the catastrophic, devastating floods that hit Germany and Belgium. And you know, it's like I don't want to preach, but our actions in the spring and summer, we're going to dictate our fall and winter, and we chose to collectively argue about everything political still and talk about cryptocurrency. So we're not really that prepared, and people aren't mentally prepared for another rolling lockdown situation. And so, I don't know, man, I tried to tell you guys as best I could I laid out a pretty good roadmap at the start of 2020 that we're still on, and it's pretty still accurate. I don't have Dogecoin, but do you remember when I was like, hey man, I would sell your Dogecoin 10 minutes before Saturday Night Live and Elon Musk goes on it? Well, it was like 73 cents there. Now it's 17 cents. And so I'm staying optimistic about the future, probably because I'm totally crazy. Although I'm putting out another total warning, starting on the 19th and 20th, we get the Pluto-Sun conjunction. And then on the 23rd, Leo season starts. So if you thought the volcanoes and wildfires were bad, and heat waves are bad now, they're going to get a lot worse for at least a month, maybe 6 weeks, starting on the 23rd. Jupiter is still in Pisces with Neptune. So I stay on the night shift. So thunder wakes me up pretty much every day in Houston, Texas at about noon. At least it has the last few weeks. I like that. Waking up to thunder puts me in a good mood. Here we're looking at Arizona still getting hit hard by monsoon season. And we are watching out for a dry lightning event that will be taking place probably like 17th, 18th, 19th. And so stay on the lookout because California, you guys are supposedly going to be getting hit by a lot of dry lightning. There's a chance you guys could be getting saved by wetness. 805 weather. Here's a look at the moisture surge accompanying that low that steers this pattern into California out of the southwest on Saturday, p.m. The moisture is there. but will there be enough of a lifting mechanism to squeeze out a wetter scenario? We will just have to wait and see. So yeah, let's pray for a little bit of SoCal rain. So California will be one of the places we watch this weekend. Everybody wants to say bye to Felicia, but we're saying hello to Category 4 hurricane in the Pacific. Now, it's just a fish storm. This isn't even a problem for Hawaii down the road. But remember, the earth kind of shifts, or the hurricanes kind of shift. So what we start to see in the Pacific and will eventually shift over to the Atlantic. And right now I'm guessing about the first week, maybe the end of the first week of August, is when the hurricanes could get super crazy. So for now, we got like 2 or 3 weeks off of worrying about hurricanes. So that's good. Significant warming ongoing in the Atlantic main development region over the past couple of weeks, starting to look quite favorable for storm development this hurricane season, with the AMO look starting to take shape. Yes, the U.S. Storm Watch fire weather watches have been issued for a massive expanse of California, with a significant dry lightning outbreak possible across central northern California. New fire starts will likely spread rapidly due to fuels at near record levels, dry levels in many areas. In super bad news, the floods in Belgium were incredibly devastating. I think 1,300 people are still missing, and the infrastructure damage is just some of the worst shit I've ever seen in the modern age. And then on top of that, super creepy 12 Monkeys vibes. Person who tested positive for the monkeypox is currently hospitalized in Dallas. That's not funny. And then pop cultures ruined me to think, what if the dude is a monkey humper? That's how they say sometimes people hump monkeys, and then that's how humans get diseases. I told you it's crazy. These days aren't funny, but you got to keep a sense of humor, or you don't. It's up to you. We all still have free will, don't we? Yep, here's our area of severe weather to watch out for today. Here we look at aliens made of light looking down on earthlings going, what in the hell are y'all doing? Do y'all have a plan for anything? And why do you treat each other so poorly? Yeah? I'm guessing that's what they say. Who knows? They probably don't even speak English. The National Weather Service is like, hey guys, tomorrow, which is Saturday, we have an excessive rainfall risk for areas that have been getting a lot of rain already. And so, yep, Jupiter won't retrograde back into Aquarius till the 28th. So we got like 12 more days of super floody madness. There's a lot of uncertainty about the coronal mass ejections that have been popping off from our very active sun. It definitely looks like solar cycle 25 is going to be stronger than 24, and July 2021 will be one of the strongest months we've seen in a long time as far as solar activity, meaning sunspot progression and solar flares and coronal mass ejections. There was an explosion at a power plant in Oklahoma. I think it was a power plant. I don't know, maybe I should scroll up so I can get the information correct. Asphalt plant. So, and expect more explosions during Leo season in about a week, reinforcing the narrative that it does look like the next 2 weeks of hurricane season are going to be calm for the lower 48 states. We had another weird military explosion off of the coast of Florida. I know the conspiracy theories went wild. A lot of people were like, or several people were like, hey man, that caused the building to fall in Miami. Well, here's a second military explosion that happened, causing like a 3.9 earthquake in the Atlantic. So if a building falls this time, then like, okay, maybe. I don't know. I didn't buy that explanation the first time. But it was weird. Everything's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything these days definitely seems weird. Yeah, you had a 3.9 experimental explosion off Flagler Beach in Florida. I wonder how everybody over here feels about it. Here's U.S. Navy input on the preparations and monitoring aimed at lifting impact of marine life or shock trials. So that's weird. testing bombs in the ocean to see how well marine life can handle it? I don't know. I don't do everything is weird these days. You know that. I know that. And so I definitely say stay prepared mentally and emotionally for 2020 to mirror, or for 2021 to mirror 2020 in a lot of ways. Flooding in the A states, as we had Alabama flooding, pointed out by Summer Elizabeth, or whatever you pronounce her name however you want to. I need to have more fun. I have to figure out a way to have more fun. All right. I'm like all work, no play. So big storm comes Saturday. I would drive to the ocean for a sunrise or a sunset, but I didn't have that in my budget for July. So it takes some type of contribution miracle for me to do that over the weekend. I guess miracles are always possible. But I did hit my fundraiser for July, and I'm greatly appreciative of that. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Far side explosion touches Earth. Imagine an explosion on the far side of the sun so powerful we could feel it here on Earth. That shit happened on July 13th, so they say. The debris disk emerged in a circular cloud known as a halo CME. Despite the face of the body of the sun blocked the explosion, energetic particles still peppered Earth. So, dude, there's no way that even the third one is much bigger and stronger, but it ain't no kill shot, man. You're lucky. Slapping people ain't legal these days. Somebody might slap you for saying dumb shit like that. That was a joke. I was trying to be funny. I don't recommend violence in any way, shape, or form. Another magnificent halo CME happened again on July 16th. A magnificent halo CME billowed away from the far side of the sun. This is the third such explosion in the last 3 days. Hey, man, I know like 99% of people predicted that the sun was going to be low activity this solar cycle. But that wasn't true, you know. You can accuse them of changing the sun voting machines or whatever, however you want to play this one off. But, you know, okay. Whew. What if lack of affection makes me more of a jerk? That's not good. Yeah, I'm going crazy. No big super duper major asteroid worries over the next week, so that's okay. Man, chicks in New York are hot today if they're not inside in the air conditioning because there's a heat advisory up for New Yorkers. We're talking from the ocean all the way up to the Westchester and even into the Dutchess. All right. I guess all the lucky people were having some Essex. The sun. I blame it all on the sun. 17 million gallons of raw sewage spills into Los Angeles. There are my jokes here to make. I'll let you make them at home. But I don't know. I like California. Yeah, I mean, maybe we're going to get punched in the face with some charged particles. But I think we're going to survive it. And I don't think it's going to knock down our power grid. But I could be totally wrong because, like, baby moose farts seem to knock down power grids these days. And we don't even have baby mooses in America, so that is just like weird. But this here would say that the sun is getting mildly punched or slapped in the face with some solar energy around the 19th, is it? No, around the 21st. Bing. That seems slow. Good news. Future Jeeps will be able to drive underwater, the CEO says. Just like a James Bond car. Well, I guess that's part of a solution to what people say is global warming. What I want to say, yelling climate change during a disaster doesn't really help anything. But as I mentioned before, free will. Lumber is getting its ass kicked, falling back down to earth. Tin, skyrocketing. Root toot toot, it is true. Ain't nobody do it like I do. When the CEO of Delta Airlines was asked how they referred to the form of the coronavirus known as the Delta variant, he said, we just call it the variant. All right. The Krusevik volcano action is still happening. So try to stay cool this weekend as a blistering heat wave returns to the northwestern U.S. and Canada. So says Deborah Blum. Stay safe, y'all. Chris Whitty warned scare growth and hospital admissions could plunge England back into lockdown into just 5 weeks. So, all hail in Milan, Italy. Volcanoes have been popping off there too. There have been like 43 volcano explosions from Mount Etna in Italy in 2021. So it's like 2 major eruptions a month. Wait, my math is bad. 6 divided by whatever. You can do math at home. All right, I am your Planetary Defense Commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, the T. I think I'm wrapping this one up. Probably do one later, or make an edited video, or if I get lucky, I'll go to the ocean. Go out and go to the ocean. I haven't left the house in a while. I guess that's not totally true. You know, I go to stores. So, semantics. All right, yeah, it's smoky. Look at all those fires, man. So the wet part is wet, and the droughty part is droughty. I'm in the mood to get rowdy. Yeah, it's a good chunk of rain. Moving to the east. All right, you are great. I appreciate you. And I want you to have a great weekend. And just, get mentally and physically and spiritually prepared for second half of the year to be filled with challenges and surprising revelations of good times in between all the crappy crap. How's that sound? Okay. I'll be here for you. Here, we're looking at the precipitation over the next 48 hours. And so some of the rain could extend back into the part where the dry lightning would be, if they're lucky, into the droughty areas. I'll keep you guys informed because this is still about 30 to 35 hours away. Okay? Have a great day. Talk to y'all soon. Stay cool, and God bless everyone.